Hello. Time for me to do something I normally wouldn't do. But I'm a fan of Monster Hunter, so time to go do it. I'm going to do the Monster Hunter Wilds quest. I've done the Omega fight in Wilds. I've defeated it twice. Once just by myself, the support hunters, and once with my friend. So I wonder if we'll get a mount or a baby. No baby for you, Pandora. Every time we get you a baby, you end up trying to fight it once it gets grown up. But if it isn't Zedman, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up, one after another, over in Shaloni, and we've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. A distinctive style to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a Arkveld, no less particular than the client who delivered it. Either too small for a hero show, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distinct land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. So you've handled a request like this previously. I'll be damned! Lately, there have been sightings of large beasts roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'll rest easier if the ones who felled Villigrak Mandar were the ones to take this on. What do you lend us your strength? Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be one to remember. Now, the client said have all the details you need to get started. No doubt they'll be eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on this task. They should be hanging about the tavern in Hawaii. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. Quest accepted! Yeah, somebody's got a secret fledgling. I wonder if that's going to be the quest reward, or if the actual secret's going to be for the quest reward. Because if that's the savage reward, I don't think I'll be getting the fledgling anytime soon. I just recently got Rathalos, so... A chocobo? An unfamiliar bird-like creature stands before you, vaguely reminiscent of a chocobo. But it's harmless! Where's its gun? There's the Palico. Oh. Why does it have acorn nipples? Yes, I'm the feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? A meowster. What in the... Oh, I see. You've met one of my kin before, haven't you? I haven't realized other felines have ventured to these parts. But putting that aside, I've been searching for a capable hunter to aid me in my quest. I could count on your help. Wonderful. You don't have to have a guild hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. I better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. Technically, there's a hunter in each town, if I remember correctly. The Vipers. I think there's a Viper in each town. Or at least in each settlement. At least there should be. The mark in question, none other than Guardian Arkveld. That creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when a spider-like thing appeared, as if out of nowhere. Before we could make head or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle of supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Torel. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. It said, "Program loop upgrade." I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Arkveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get going. It isn't Toddle. I'm just going to check to make sure the recording's working. Recording is indeed working. I'm tempted to change to Pictomancer for this, but I know better. I know what I do, and I do it as I can. I'm sure this goes without saying, but we're track and prey. It's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkveld most distinctive trait are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forearms, which can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to have leaves behind marks for dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yatani. Let's see if we can can't find signs of its passage. I'm regrettably unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. I know there's quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folks for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that folks catch up to no good. Let us watch, I think they're called. The hunter of my lands are no strangers to capturing their quarry either. You know, we use shock and pitfall traps to immobilize a beast, and then use a barrage of trank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our paths. I don't know if your shock traps would capture them or kill them, to be honest. If this was a Hildebrand quest line, I would say sure, go for it, but Monster Trucks. A heap of weathered weeds. It bears an unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws native to the region. I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. It certainly bears no connection to Arkveld. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called, maybe Fiota, that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time such hunters disguised themselves with headwear and the spitting image of, maybe Fiota. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. I call bullshit. For one, all we did was it kind of looked like we put a live one on her head, or at least a stuffed one on top of her head. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkveld here. Let's keep looking. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands largely have a stormless climate. The environment's shifting greatly with the change of seasons. And the fight up here of the lands grows barren. So monsters fight over the limited food they can find. And come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, being fresh excitement with each expedition. Yeah. Oh, for my Palco and Wilds, I have it set so it only talks in the classic Palco speak. Well, the Palco speak from World, I should say. Yeah. It does kitty talk. Like you do. You lost your voice? That's what happens when you go around screaming. You lose your voice. Yeah. A pungent, sticky substance appears from these clumps of yellow hair, judging by the local fauna. Remains of a sunbeard gorged upon by a grasslands worm. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all guardians have a white coat. Even the guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. Did you say? Oh, which page is it on again? I haven't done my favorites since I've had to redo everything. Did you say Rathalos? Does Pandora want to be the Crimson King of the Sky? Or the Crimson Queen? Looks like somebody shattered an egg here. The markings on the ground suggest something massive was dragged around. It, with armor-like scales strewn about the area. The scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. I think it comes so close to a settlement. Thankfully, it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrades resting back in the town. Could I trouble you to gather a few supplies before we go? Samples before we go. My feather friend here is called a secret. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt, thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all, it even memorizes a monster scent and tracks it down. It can also carry a second weapon in it. I usually have mine carrying the gun at all times. A heavy bow gun, I should say. Try letting it spell what you gathered. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now I could guide us to Arkveld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the secret and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Oh, take this link pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. Now then, you need only trust in the secret to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkveld in no time. Where are you going? Get in the weapon pouch! Where are you going? Get back here! I need to ride you into battle! You bastard. Grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb onto its back. My hand's so Hello, are you there? Oh good, I could hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. I'm not holding the reins. I'm not holding anything. Although Arkveld will diamond within the cocoons for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. It may turn back out after approaching settlement, because something even stronger drew its attention. The stormy dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms. I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was heading. Oh, you found the remains of a monster. Quick, examine the corpse to see if it's any signs it was preyed upon. The problem is it absorbs energy through its chains, so... Apart from chain marks, we wouldn't be able to really tell. The beast has breathed its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation. I expect as much from a guardian, you see. Unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place, and felling any monster that gets in its way. It's all rather complicated, but ensure guardians do not possess an organ for digestion. That's why they never attack out of desire to feed. Yeah, it's definitely an Arkveld. Yeah, it is attacking the big worm. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it's arrived here. I bet slashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it, but how? Oh, I've got it. Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the sacred. You'll know you found the right one if you make your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung bod, and you've undoubtedly noticed it possesses a fragrantly fetid smell. Whenever it's a single monster or even a horde, it will persistent throw can send even the most rabid beasts packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbelievable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. Dung screen. Won't Arkveld just chase after it, though? Hi there, how you doing? Let me tell you a tale of me beating your ass. Bitch. Get back here. Get back here, you motherfucker. I haven't bludgeoned you with this book yet. Arkveld felt as well, and perhaps it perceived you as you two as a threat, and returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you've loved to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathalos tail. As the turf roller continued, it may have reached a nearby settlement. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkveld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkveld's lair, prepare for the grueling hunt before us. You wanting to play patty cake? Oh. Pandora, get your butt out of the way. I need to see the screen. Exit. What's the map looking like? Can I throw... Something ain't right with this cactus. Looks like a saber tender or something. Come make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling. I almost said grilling. We're going to barbecue ourselves a gorilla. You son of a bitch. Do I actually have to press A? I did press A out of habit. What did it do? I don't see a buff. Grill more meat. No. Did I get an item? No. What did it do? Yeah, I have roiled eggs. Is that an emote I can get? How delicious! Now, with your appetite sated and spirit soaring, I bet you could even take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. Yeah, I know how this works. They're a special blend of potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey, harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in the period of plenty just before I was transported here. By that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkveld and protect the life of these plains. Learning Well is now accessible. During the battle, you will gain access to the duty action Mega Potion. And the, if it's anything like the Savage, if it's anything like the Rathalos Hunt, the Savage version is going to have us have to use only Mega Potions for healing. Well, I was going to say, let me see if I could just sit on this stool. No one's allowed to barbecue while I'm here. Yeah, let's look at the scenery. We're probably going to have to travel through there. And most likely on the Sacred, too. I don't know, like, down there kind of reminds me of a Monster Hunter Frontier map. I never played Monster Hunter Frontier, but I have seen quite a bit of its hunts. DPS isn't here. I was about to eat one of my food items, and I remembered, oh yeah, this isn't Monster Hunter. The buff continues, and the countdown keeps going. Because I would have had an egg. No, a royal egg. Even though I should probably... Actually, I need to sort my items. I should probably just have a muffin. You know, the egg has what? Skill speed? Yeah, not the egg. Your skill speed. Your spell speed. But you're also level 3. I guess some apple juice will have to do. Because I don't have anything for spellcasters that's higher than 49. And I don't need experience. I need stats. I wonder how those are going to go. Considering this is an 8-man trial. Also, I wonder how it's going to work. Hopefully it can live up to the wild side. We're hunting on the wild side today. Missing a tank and a DPS. Now we're just missing a DPS. Light party. Full party! Full putty. Wait. I'll probably stop talking and just be on focus mode, because you have to watch monsters tell. So just go here. Okay, 2 guardian scales. Hey there, you defeated Arkveld. Now these plains will know peace once more. Oh, I nearly forgot. I'm not entirely sure how I'll make it back to the Forbidden Lands. I'll admit, and yet I don't feel awfully anxious about it. It's not every day you get spirited away to the vast continent like this. You know, I like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that. I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see what where the winds take me, and fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows, by the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'll be a worthy adventurer by then? Okay. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't know how to feel about the trial. At least it was neat that they translated the dragon element to the to have magic vulnerability. It's difficult for someone like me, to be fair, but for something that's difficult for me is saying not much. There is a very low bar. In fact, the bar is so low, it'll probably hit you in the knees. Or in the crotch. Ah, so the hunt was a success. Well done. Well done indeed. Perhaps in our life we can return to normal for the fauna on Shaloni. By the way, we caught some scales from Arkveld Tide. Would you be able to craft something with them? It'd be awful waste to leave them as only as a souvenir. Well, now this is a rare find. If you speak with the smith here, I'm sure he could fashion armor with it. Or at the very least, exchange it for other wares. Be sure to drop by again when you find any other noteworthy materials. What brings you here, my friend? Already finished feeding? My word! You would like that, wouldn't it? It seems they've grown fond of you. If you're not opposed, why not take them along with you on your adventures? Add it to the bird collection. Hippie! We're gonna ask for a better companion. With that settled, I believe it's time I was getting on my own adventure. Thanks for everything, Zedman. May we meet again someday. Now, how many scales for a baby? Okay, I get the secret horn, I get the grill, and I get the camp chair. Oh dear. The hunt has only just begun. Earn further rewards by facing Guardian Arkveld in the Windward Wilds Extreme, which may be unlocked by speaking with the Wandering Minstrel in Toyol. Oh. No, I want this. Only 3 Guardian Scales? So, you're telling me if I get 6, I can have both of these? Oh, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, to get 99 Arkveld certifications, oh, it's the cart. You get to have the cart as a mount for the extreme. What's this? Okay, so for the weapons, you can... Huh. I wonder how I get the weapons. It's probably for yeah, it looks like it's just from the extreme version. Oh, let's go talk to our minstrel friend, and then... Oh, I completely forgot. Ooh! I didn't know I got this. 145 compared to my 740. I'll eat this book later. Oh, wait a minute. What did it... Oh, we need certifications to upgrade it. Okay. So, the extreme will be needed to upgrade the weapon. Have you come to share heroic yarn with me, Zedman? Please do. I am just going to tell you about this and skip your cutscene because I don't want to deal with you. Because I do not like doing the extremes. That's the reason why I've only got the extremes for the first few expansions, and that's it. One of these days I need to get to Shadowbringers. I have one from Endwalker. Okay, should I sell it or should I deconstruct it? I have to destroy it. Purchase item. You can have this. Or maybe I should sell it with my retainers. Anyway, let's get back to the inn, and I want to see what it looks like. Oh, but I need, huh. What are you doing in there? You're not an ingredient, you're miscellaneous. I don't know what it is. Okay, now let's see what the book... Wrong button. That's first person. Oh! Look at that. It shipped... It does a little nice effect. Okay, I think I'll call it there, and I am going to bash my head against this until I get enough hide to get me a baby. I want me the fledgling. And I might as well get the Vigor Wasp while I'm at it. So, I'll see you all in the next